So we go to the office now?
Yeah, let's go.
E nós vamos começar o escritório novo, porque o escritório literalmente está pronto há 2 dias.
Yeah, literally. I haven't been to it. So yesterday it was messy. And who knows, it might still be really messy. Let's see if they actually cleaned it.
Bem, já chegamos. Também estou muito curioso.
Let's see if they cleaned it.
Yeah.
Alright, here we are.
Gen Zone.
This one's small. To be honest, we thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but it's
Dubai
fine.
Company Formation in Real Estate.
Yes.
So you're now in real estate as well?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, this is the real estate office.
Hey, que bonito.
We got the co-founder here in the office as well. What's up?
What's up?
So, Jen's on the side. Let's turn the light on real quick for you here.
Oh, já tem luz. It's really beautiful. You have a really nice view as well.
Yeah, so welcome to the office. We hung up the royal family members here as well. We changed the wallpaper too.
In how much time did you make all of this ready?
I think it took like maybe 1 week to get everything ready.
1 week.
In Dubai, things move really fast.
Yeah. Can I leave this here?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. A Lebel hoje e amanhã está a oferecer 10 euros no registro. Não é preciso depositarem. Primeiro link na descrição.
And then this is the working area.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, they cleaned it nice actually.
Yeah, it's good. Hi brother, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Cheyenne. What's your name?
Gonçalo.
Gonçalo.
Cheyenne?
Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
He's our Portuguese client. You're the first one with the Gen Zone plan.
Perfect.
This-
More value.
Yeah, more value.
I was just telling him that I've never met him in person, but I like him so much because it just generates a lot of value for us.
Yeah, always, man. That's what we do in Gen Zone. Generate value.
You say that, I always reply instantly. That's what we do here, to be honest.
I was telling him we work with a lot of influencers as well. Sometimes I send them a message, it takes
Weeks,
for
right?
weeks.
We like to be instant, man.
Even like business setup too. You'll message like the free zone or whoever, or your agent that was so good before you paid them.
Yeah, exactly. Before you pay, always responding super quick. After you pay.
Gone.
I don't get how people do that. Like, to me, that's scamming someone.
Yeah, for sure. Está aqui a vista, é literalmente a vista igual a da minha casa. Muito bonita. Really nice office.
Thank you, man.
That's like the boardroom. We're gonna have board meetings here.
The big deals are getting closed there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge. Look at this table. We
Yeah.
didn't expect it to be this big.
Really nice. Man, the chairs in my office are just like this.
Really?
Yeah, the same.
I need a better chair at my house, to be honest. I might take one home.
Yeah, but this office is really clean.
Yeah. And then we have the second office. Same thing, basically. No difference. We're gonna have to move the desks around though, so we can have the view behind us.
Yeah, it's really good. You did a good job.
Thanks, brother. To have the coffee machine and stuff too. We have to set that up, eh?
Yeah, I love the caffeine. I'm gonna take this opportunity that you guys are together to ask you one question. Are you guys in favor of a business with partners or a business alone?
Strong team together, man. Always.
Yeah.
You get a lot more done. And you keep each other motivated. That's the number one thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I always have the doubt in my mind because I have 100% of my business. But I always think, is it better to have 100% than just do cooperations with other people or have partners like you guys?
Honestly, we've had bad times in business, and he's kept me up, so that's
Yeah.
what it's all about. As partners, for sure, I'd say.
Yeah, that's good. I think it is very difficult to find a really good partner.
That's the hardest part.
That is just like you when it comes to not even the work part, but when it comes to motivation, ambitious.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. Finding someone who's actually like you. I think if we didn't work together, the business would not even be as close to as big as it is now. And our net income, shared or alone, the alone one would be much lower than the shared one.
Yeah, even if you had 100%, you would be gaining way less than you win now with 50 or 40.
Exactly.
The pie is just bigger together.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Plus, you know, if you're growing a real business, you need a team members. You can't do it alone. We still have a big team of people that help us.
I am going through a phase in my business as well where I need tons of money and I'm considering selling part of the business to get that money. So this question is also important to me. But I find it very difficult to find a really good partner in business.
It is. So when you find it, you have to run with it.
Yeah, it happens organically. When we started our businesses together, we had no money.
Yeah, that's
it's
the
like,
best.
Yeah, so it's like starting a relationship with, for example, like your girlfriend when you also have no money. It's
Yeah.
best. It's not someone that sees an opportunity of you and just wants to take advantage of you. But not to say you can't find
Yeah.
a business partner when you have money or anything. Of course you can. You just have to be careful.
Okay, and I'll take this moment since you talked about net income. How was the growth of Gen Zone since the first year? And what a business like this can generate if you want to talk about it and if you can, of course.
Oh, that's a deep one.
Probably in terms of growth, 5x since the first year, I'd say.
Well, the first year, to be honest, actually, this is a fact. We have like 2,000% growth since the first year, I think.
Yeah, you don't get that type of return
Yeah.
in the SP 500.
Yeah, no.
Not even Bitcoin.
No.
Invest in your business, always.
Sometimes I had moments in my life that I needed to make a decision whether I would invest in Bitcoin or in the business. I
Yeah.
always choose the business.
Always. Yeah,
Sometimes you
always.
see the Bitcoin chart, it hurts.
Yeah, the business is the only thing where you have the most control.
Exactly.
The thing is, like, no matter what business you do, if you really like dial in and do your best to give people good service, it's gonna grow big time. It can be any industry. We could have kept going with our marketing company that we first moved here. That could have been what huge. We just didn't want it to be that company.
Yeah.
We found different interests in different things. But even, for example, this business, statistically, it's actually one of the worst businesses to get into because it's one of the worst performing businesses for new people. I don't know if you know this, but like consulting and company formation in UAE, it's one of the most competitive industries to get into.
Here?
Yes. It's the second most popular business after real estate.
It makes sense.
Because of that, you have people with the cheapest prices on the market that even though they have a crappy service, they can still sell the dream that it's a good service and then still get the business, which takes away from you.
Yeah, but if you have a good service like yours, even if they get that service, they may come to you in the future because they did a shitty service.
Yeah, that happens to us a lot. We don't charge like renewal management fees to our current clients. So for example, when we renew your license or whatever, we pay the government fee. A lot of people, they'll have to pay like $1,000 or $2,000 to these companies to get their stuff renewed. And then they'll even come to us and be like, Kevin, I know you don't charge a renewal fee, but I'll pay you $1,000 for you to manage me and help me and be there for me because it's super important for them.
Yeah, I think that if you are really interested in giving value, really like you, it's really difficult for you to not have success in the market.
I agree. It's pretty crazy because like you're competing against people that imagine you're selling a hat for $5 and then right beside you someone's selling it for $1. The consumer is really confused because even though it seems like it's the same thing, they're both trade licenses, it's really not. One of them is going to break after 10 days, one of them is you're going to have for the rest of your life. But for the consumer, if both people are saying, oh, it's going to be great for the rest of your life, how do you know? Even the low level people are going to say, oh, I have the best service, don't worry, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right, buddy. After you get the service, you see right away what happens.
Up front you save, but down the line you have to spend a lot of money fixing whatever mistakes.
Yeah, even just renewal fees. Like for example, we have a service fee up front. You pay that, then you're with us for life. They also have that, or they don't, and then in the next year they hit you with these fees because you have to renew with them. You can't go and do it alone after.
Or even leaving the company, you have to pay a big fee. We don't do that. We don't lock people out. It's all genuine based on if they like our service, they can stay with us.
Yeah, it's really good. I really like it. So you're saying as well that this is the real estate office?
Yeah.
So you are implementing to the business also the real estate, not just the transitioning businesses to Dubai?
Yeah, exactly. The same way we started this business because we found it was so hard to move to Dubai and set up a business here. We also noticed pretty quickly that a lot of our clients were having trouble buying real estate. You can buy real estate super easily, but they were having trouble buying real estate properly. Like, is it the right investment for you? Do you know what you're actually getting yourself into? Do you understand what the liabilities are, like what you have to do? Do you know if this is actually going to make you money or not? And we noticed that a lot of our initial clients were buying stuff and they would tell us, oh, Kevin, I bought this project. And I was like, ooh, that project. So after that, we realized, okay, let's help people buy real estate too and just give them the same Gen Zone service that we give them to set up in Dubai to now buy real estate as well.
I get it.
Basically, just be their friend throughout the process. We just helped a client right now. 2 days ago, he got his golden visa, so he's super happy with that. On an offline project, which is not even built yet, we speak to any real estate agent, they'll say, oh, I don't know if I can get you a golden visa with an offline project. A lot of them think it still has to be ready. So there's just a lot of misinformation. All this information is new, so it's important to work with the right people that can help you.
Yeah, I found it also very interesting because Business Bay in Dubai is already super, hyper, mega developed, yeah. And you see all this construction.
There's so much more, man.
Yeah, and this is like the main area of Dubai, I guess, Business Bay. And it has a lot of construction. So the future for real estate, I think it is very positive here.
Oh my god, it's so positive. Like you're still so early. Which I think that's your point, right?
Yeah.
Even like Business Bay, one of the most popular areas, is still early. You go to New York, you're not gonna see buildings being built. It's done.
And when I drive around, I just see you still have a lot of space to build.
I just think about it like this. Look at the amount of people moving here. It's not slowing down. Last year, I think around 8,500 millionaires moved to Dubai, not pre-millionaires. So my point is, in total with the pre-millionaires that are very wealthy, which are still going to buy a property, it's probably like 50,000, 60,000 people.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Per year, and that was last year. This year, who knows how much it could be.
Yeah, that's a lot, and that's a very niched people. People with a lot of purchase power. You don't need volume in order to make a lot of money.
I have clients that like come here, they have millions of dollars, they'll buy like 10 properties.
Just like that.
Just like that. But the most important part is for the general overall market, because these people are coming here, the market is going to grow. People are saying, oh, are we in a bubble? Are we in a bubble? No way, we're not in a bubble. Look around you, it's still not finished.
Yeah, I also don't think so. It is a lot of way more demand than the offer.
Yeah, you look at like other places like Singapore, price per square foot is over $3,000 per square foot. Here, the average price per square foot is half of that.
Yeah. Since you guys are talking about that, one other question I have is, what do you think is the future for Dubai when it comes to taxes? Do you think they will grow the taxes like in Europe, or they will grow the taxes? Because I think that's what's gonna happen, but in a very controlled way.
Definitely in a controlled way. If they did anything too quickly, what's gonna happen is people are gonna leave.
Yeah.
They're not dumb. Literally the smartest government in the world, so they're really good at business. I think they will probably only increase taxes, slowly. I don't expect any major changes until 2028. So right now we have the small business relief for corporate businesses, where if your revenue is under 816,000 US dollars, zero taxes whatsoever, no personal, no corporate. If your business has income above that, then you will have some taxes potentially, depending on how much you make in that income. In 2028, I think all businesses are going to be subject to 9% corporate tax.
Yeah.
Personal income tax will still be 0%, and by 2030, I don't think there'll be any major changes, but maybe going into 2030, 2035, there should be some taxes. At that point, I think once Dubai matures as a market, and at that point, once I think it might be like a bubble when people consider it at that point, 2036, 2035, maybe they're gonna start implementing taxes because they won't need the influx of people anymore. Right now, you can tell they really want the influx of capital and people coming in, so that's why they're keeping taxes low. That's why real estate is still super cheap. But yeah, I think we still have a good 10 years before we have any taxes. But even then, at that point, you look at Singapore, still low taxes.
Yeah, it will not be the craziness that we have in Europe.
Yeah, no.
So you are also from Canada?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Canada is crazy, yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, 54%.
Just like Portugal, we pay that as well.
Really?
And Portugal is a country where you don't receive that much. I think it is the second country in Portugal where you receive the lowest.
So at what stage are you paying like 50% in Portugal?
Just after 10,000, I guess.
What?
Yeah,
That's like nothing.
10,000 a month.
Ah, okay.
After that value, you pay all of that. Not 10,000 a year.
That makes more sense.
I don't think taxes are gonna go up here big anyway. And to be honest, for anyone who's making money, you come to Dubai right away. 1 year of working turns into 2 years of working.
Yeah, sure.
So,
And
well,
even
you're
if
gonna
you
make more.
have taxes here, you are okay with that as long as they are not obnoxious.
right.
They are using it right, yeah.
They used it right. Like they were fixing a road beside my apartment. They fixed it all in one day. They dug a whole huge hole out, and then the next day it's finished.
Yeah.
You can't get that
Very
in a
quick.
European country or Canada. It would take months.
I am curious to see Dubai in like 10-20 years, and I'm also curious to see the Europe in like 10-20 years.
Oh my god.
Is the same in Europe? Dubai? God knows what
Yeah.
happens.
Dubai, to me, it feels like a Miami, a better version of Miami.
Yeah. For example, I went to Vegas. I loved Vegas, but I was not like super, how do you say it?
Amazed?
Yeah, because once you come to Dubai, you go to any other place and you just...
Dubai ruins it for you.
For example, if I went to Vegas before I went to Dubai, I would love Vegas. And I loved Vegas.
Yeah.
But compared to Dubai, no way.
We were in Dubai for like 1 year straight, and then we went to Thailand. I love Thailand now, but when I landed there, I was like culture shocked. I didn't even want to eat anything. I didn't want to drink anything. I didn't want to leave the hotel room. I had to like adapt.
Yeah, when I came to Bali, we really had difficult to eat healthy. Everything is with oil, everything is fast food, all shit.
Wow. Here you can get anything.
Yeah, it's really amazing what they managed to do here in such a short period of time. That's why I'm so curious in the next 10 to 20 years how this is gonna be.
I think it'll just literally be like this, but just better.
Yeah.
I think that anyone who comes to Dubai now and buys real estate or sets up their business here, in 10 years from now, they're gonna guarantee be a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, it's too convenient for you not to be a millionaire here.
Whenever I hear people that have been here for like 10 years and they tell me they're not millionaires, I'm like, what were you doing for the last 10 years to not be a millionaire? Like, actually though, you go to an event and you meet people, and people are almost like begging you to like join their business or do this or do that can make you so much money. So I don't know what those people are doing. I guess they're just never meant to be millionaires. But if you're an entrepreneur and you come here, whatever you do, it doesn't matter what you do.
As long as you work, as long as you generate value, that's it.
Yeah.
This camera is the proof that as long as you generate value, you will be successful. This camera doesn't do any marketing at all. It is just like mouth to mouth. It is so convenient. Just like this, I turn the camera to you, I turn the camera to me, that people just buy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it now.
Yeah.
Sold us on the camera.
Yeah, every single YouTuber friend of mine has this camera.
So it's 4K.
Yeah, it's 4K, it's 60 FPS, you can do everything with
And
it.
it's nice because it's small and it's not too imposing.
Yeah. People don't even realize this is a camera.
Yeah, it looks like a stick.
Yeah, when I came here, you told me that they had problems if you had a big camera going
Yes.
around. I bought this, no one says that.
Amazing.
I think they think this is a vape.
That camera is perfect. Also, what I realized in the last like year or so, before it was a little bit more strict, you can't film. I've been realizing that more and more people are doing it and it's becoming more fine. When we first moved to Dubai, you weren't allowed to just shoot content in public. We wanted to run the marketing or whatever. You can't just go stand in the corner and film videos. You weren't allowed to. Now it's fine. I see it all the time.
Yeah.
So it's becoming a lot more like relaxed in terms of that kind of stuff.
And I think the last thing I can ask, if people want to transition from their country to Dubai, how can they do it through you?
Yeah, so on his video, just look down. There's a link where you can book a free consultation. Either me or Cheyenne or one of our team members will give you a full consultation. We'll literally break down everything. We'll give you all the information you need to know to make the decision. We'll explain to you why you should move here, and we'll explain, the process. It's really not long. So yeah, just get on a free consultation call. We'll break down everything, and it's no obligation. If you just want more information, then book a call, or you can just go to our YouTube channel and watch that too.
That's a good lead magnet.
Yeah.
It's free, yeah, come.
We speak to so many people and they're just trying to get information at first because they're price shopping, they're checking everything out, and they're like, oh, Gen Zone charges a little bit more than the competitors, but you know what? I just still want to get a free consultation.
consultation with them.
And then they end up still working with us anyway because we're way better than the competition, like by far. You get on a call with us and then you get on a call with one of our competitors, it's night and day. It's night and day. Portuguese client of ours actually, he wants to set up a tax structure here and he's like, I spoke to 9 people and none of them told me I had to move to Dubai to do this and do this if I wanted to make it work. And I'm like, yeah, because the reason why I'm telling you that is because I don't mind losing you as a client as long as I get, the right business from you. I'm gonna tell you what you need to know. If that doesn't work for you, then don't move to Dubai. I don't want you getting in trouble with tax authorities. I don't want you getting in trouble with whatever, right? I want to make sure you have a good experience.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Nice
see you,
meeting
brother.
you.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you guys on the calls.
Yeah, for sure. Free call.
Yeah.